Far out on the rocky coast of Marlin's Edge stood an old lighthouse, its paint weathered by salt and time. Inside lived Bartholomew Crigg, a man as rough and craggy as the cliffs themselves. For 30 years, he'd kept the light burning through storm and fog, speaking to no one but the wind and the gulls. Bartholomew liked it that way. One gray morning, as the tide rolled in with a hiss and a moan, Bartholomew noticed something odd on the rocks below. A baby seal, tangled in fishing line. It struggled, letting out small, desperate yelps. "Go on then," Bartholomew grumbled down to it. Ain't my problem, but he couldn't walk away. Muttering curses at the sea and himself, he made his way down the slick rocks and carefully freed the seal. It blinked at him with wide black eyes, then slipped into the water, but it didn't leave. The next morning it was back. Day after day, the seal returned, flopping awkwardly onto the rocks, waiting near the base of the lighthouse. Bartholomew began tossing it leftover fish scraps. Then he began talking to it. At first, just gruff mutterings, but soon stories about storms, about loneliness, about a lost love he hadn't spoken of in years. He named the seal Tug because it reminded him of a stubborn little tugboat he once captained in his youth. Seasons passed. The villagers noticed that old Crigg seemed lighter. He came into town more often, smiled even. When asked what changed, he just shrugged. One winter, a brutal storm struck the coast. Power went out, boats capsized. People huddled in fear, but the lighthouse stayed lit. After the storm cleared, rescue crews found Bartholomew unconscious on the lighthouse floor. He'd kept the light burning through the night, manually cranking the generator for hours after the power failed. Next to him lay Tug, wet and shivering, having somehow climbed into the lighthouse to stay by his side. Bartholomew survived, of course. And Tug stayed longer that time, until spring came and a group of seals called to him from the sea. When Tug finally left for good, Bartholomew stood at the edge of the rocks, one hand raised in salute. "I'll be here," he said. "Always got a light on for you."